Happy Friday, everyone. It is time to get to move on with this sign. So like Vicky has said on Monday, and I don't know if I mentioned it on Wednesday, we're just going to stay on this project all the way through until we get it done. So I don't know how far we're going to get today. We're going to try and keep the videos somewhere around 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to try and get as much carving done on this thing today as we can. So here we go on this. So what I'm going to do on this is I've got my 3/4 inch letters here. These are the fatty font, and then this is a fatty font as well. That's our fatty font, and these are 1 inch letters. So I'm using on these little 3/4 inch Outset letters, I'm using the SC50. So I don't know, can you get in on that? Or?
Well, okay.
So that's the SC50. Cuts super, super fine. So I'm not sure exactly what depth I'm going to be. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it at the depth I want, and then I'll turn the router off and I'll check it with my depth gauge, my router bit depth gauge, and I'll tell you guys what depth I'm cutting at. All right, let's fire the router up and let's get this going. This, by the way, some people have asked about this thing. This is a little clip-on light. I clip it right on the cord, and then the flexible head swings around and puts a light where I want it. Really cool little deal. It's rechargeable, and I believe I got it on Amazon, maybe around 20 bucks or something like that. Puts extra light right where you want it, or pretty close to where you want it anyway. All right. Let's see what we got here. I think that might be a little deep, maybe not. Stop just for a second here and check this depth. That's kind of about where I want it. And we're right about 1/8 of an inch deep. Yep, 1/8 of an inch. That's where we're at. Now this would be a little bit different than a brand new SC50 because I've sharpened this a couple times, but somewhere around 1/8 of an inch. Okay, let me explain something to you real quick. I know you guys, again, this is the SC50, and if you guys have been watching very many of my videos, you know that I warn about losing the tip on this if you go more than 3/32 deep. But here's the deal. I've already sharpened this a couple times, so the pinpoint, really sharp pinpoint tip is already gone off this thing. It still cuts super fine detail, so that's the reason I can now go a little bit deeper, because it's not so pinpointed. What? I'm talking too loud? Okay. Well, I just had the router run. Sorry about that. I'll lower my modulation there. Anyway, so the pinpoint, real super fine pinpoint, is kind of gone off this thing. So it allows me to go a little bit deeper without having to worry about the little tiny pinpoint tip coming off there. So that's the reason now that I'm going an 1/8 of an inch deep, and I'm not worried about losing the tip, especially since I'm in pine as well. All right, you guys, so what I'm going to do is I've carved that. I'm going to carve the rest of this off camera. We'll come back once this is all done, and we'll move on to the next step.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we're on? Okay. These are my grandsons. You guys probably haven't seen them for a while. What's your names?
Jax and Xander.
Okay. Thank you for answering. This is Jax. This is Xander. Xander talks twice as much as Jax does.
Nah.
Anyway, they're over here visiting, and I just finished up this. They were kind of watching me carve, and so we thought we'd get him in front of the camera for a minute. So
Okay, boys.
you guys will see him again, I'm sure.
Now say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, boys.
Say bye, Jax. Good play.
Don't chase the pigs.
Yeah, don't chase the pigs.
All right. So we are done carving this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the router bit, and now I'm going to go around those again with my profile bit. So we'll switch that. Be right back. All right, so I've got all of my work that I need to have done. I've got that all right, with the SC50, so that's all done. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to carve this, and then I'm going to go around the Merry Christmas again. In fact, I've got a lot of work to do with the profile bit. So this is our standard profile bit. Again, this has been ground a few times, but still cuts really good. So I'm not sure what the depth is. I'll do the same thing here. I think it's going to be probably around 3/16. But, oh, I need to put my cheaters back on. Let's carve this and see what depth we're at. So let me check the depth on that, guys, because somebody will ask, I'm sure. The depth on that is, yeah, right at 3/16. It's about what I thought. So that's at about 3/16. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that same depth. I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to go all the way around this, give me a little bit of a extra room for error when I start cutting with my other cutter. Nope, I'm going to set that deeper. That's not a wide enough line. good. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, again, I'm just going around all of that. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up exactly the same as what I've done here, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so I've got my wide groove cut all the way around the letters. Now I want to explain something to you because I've had questions on this before. When I went, you guys went, if you go back and watch when I did this, I'm not in exactly the same groove as the original cut to profile these letters. It's not the same groove. It's just outside of that because I don't want to ride in that same groove and misshape my letters. But anyway, so if you guys go back and watch that, you'll see what I mean on that. So now the next step, what I have to do is I'm just going to draw. This is going to be different than anything I've done before, guys. I'm literally just going to draw a line and kind of mirror the shape of this part of the hat. Doesn't have to be obviously exact. If it had to be, then you'd have to find somebody else to do it because I don't do that. But somewhere around there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my profile bit and I'm going to kind of follow that line. Here we go. Alright, let's get that sawdust out of there. Alright guys, that is the first part of our carving. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the next step, but that'll be on the next video. So I hope everybody has a great weekend.
Take off your eyes.
Oh, take off my... You're back on me, I guess. So that is it for today's video. We're going to move on, and on Monday we're going to do, we should be able to get the rest of this initial carving done on Monday. Maybe even more than that, but I just don't want these videos to go too long. So everybody, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, everyone, and this is our Merry Christmas giveaway. Yes, please give us thumbs up and share the videos, and again, if you like this, we appreciate you watching and sharing, and if you have any questions on this, on anything we've done or anything we can help with, our emails are down below. Eric@makeawoodsign.com and Vicky with
Dave Signs.
Man, I messed it up. Vicky with Dave Signs at gmail.com. Everybody, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.